It's time for Outdoors Bound with George and Olaf, sponsored by Lynchburg Arms and Indoor Shooting Range.
And we are outdoors bound this morning. Deer, wine, fly fishing, and one of the tastiest fish that swims in Virginia.
Our George and Olaf has all of that and more in the latest news and notes from the field.
Nothing like being out in the deer woods. That's a scene familiar to thousands of other Virginia hunters who took to the woods for the latest deer season. It started in October, ran through last Saturday. No hard numbers available yet, but it's expected that this year's harvest is going to be similar to last year's, when more than 200,000 deer were taken. A lot of those folks out in the woods were able to harvest their very first deer, like Hallie Williams of Craig County.
That I was really scared I was going to miss. I couldn't see it that well, but it worked out. So.
Hallie was hunting with her boyfriend, Braden Frango. She says now that she's gotten that first one, she wants to go hunting again. Good thing, because the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources says hunting's the most effective way of managing Virginia's deer population, and that ensures a healthy herd. Ever wonder what kind of wine goes with fly fishing? You can find out this weekend. The annual Virginia Fly Fishing and Wine Festival is going to happen at the State Fairgrounds over in Doswell. Virginia wineries and distilleries are going to be represented, and there's going to be dozens of fly fishing exhibitors, from guides to tackle and rod makers to lodges and outfitters. It's a great place to learn and get info.
Great place, tons of diversity, whether you're interested in fishing for trout, whether you're interested in fishing the Chesapeake Bay, and so much diversity and variety. This festival is a great one to come to because you can talk to a biologist, you can talk to a game warden or a conservation police officer, get your questions answered from us directly. We can advise you as to places to go, access.
We are in the heart of the outdoors and fishing show season. In addition to the Fly Fishing and Wine Festival this weekend, there's the Richmond Fishing Expo the following weekend, also at the fairgrounds. And then in February, there's the Augusta County Fishing Expo in Fishersville. That happens February 7th and 8th. Y'all know I love me some walleye. One of the best times to get in on some walleye action is from mid-January to mid-April on the New River and the Stanton River. Both streams hold good numbers of walleye. Jigging or throwing swim baits or stick baits going to take those fish. And if you know something about walleye, they're as good to eat as they are fun to catch. There we go. There we go. How y'all doing, folks? Now, I get asked all the time how I like to target those river walleyes. One of my favorite ways is by throwing a floating jig head tipped with a twister tail or live minnow or both on a Carolina rig. You toss it upstream, you let it tick down, and when it stops, you set the hook. Now, you're either setting it into a rock or a fish. And there are times I've set it in what I thought was a rock, and the rock started swimming. If that happens, hold on, because you got something worth bragging about on the other end of the line there.
And George, you were talking a lot about deer. Speaking of bragging, Hallie getting her first deer, and then she's so excited to get back out there. Are we seeing that a lot more often?
Heck yeah, you got Hallie. Every reason to be proud about that deer. We are seeing more women getting into hunting. In fact, women make up 22% of all hunters in the United States right now, and that number is growing.
Get out of here.
Yeah, a whole bunch of different reasons, but the market research folks, the folks who tell us why people are doing certain things, they say women, just like men, mostly just enjoy getting out into nature. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
I think Hazel wants to get out.
You know,
come on, Hazel, let's go get in the blind.
Okay, I'm down.
We got to wait till next fall.
I mean, speaking about nature, it's so beautiful, right, Kara? I mean, today's the day to get out, right?
Kara, too.
Yeah, I'll head on out there with y'all. I'm more so into fishing, though, I will admit.